Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Welcome you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Session will start with the welcome. Then guest introduction will be there, sir. Then session handover will be to you, sir.
Okay.
After finishing the session, it will end with the discussion and the vote of thanks, sir.
Okay, sir.
Is it fine, sir?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Shall we start, sir, with your kind permission, sir?
Oh, start, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to all. Welcome you all for a national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Today we are in the 11th day, session 22. Today we are beginning with clinical application of Hridayavarana of Visha chikitsa by Dr.Sharanesh T, sir, Associate Professor, Department of Agada Tantra, एवं व्यवहार Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, Karnataka. Let's begin for the welcome speech. Myself, Dr. L.K. Pattar, Associate Professor and HOD, Department of Agada Tantra, SVMAMC AT ILKAL. First and foremost, in my privilege to welcome with the blessings of His Holiness Sri Manipra Guru Mahanta Swamiji, as the event started with Swamiji blessings. Welcome you, Swamiji. I welcome to our HVM Sangha's Chairman Sri M.G. Patan Shettar, Secretary Sri Dilip Devlikar sir, and all the board members for providing an opportunity and support to organize this national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you, sir. I welcome to our today's speaker, Dr. Sharanesh T, sir, Associate Professor, Department of Agada Tantra Evam Vyavahar Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi. Sir is going to continue the talk on clinical application of Hridayavarana of Visha chikitsa. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I welcome to our event president, Dr. K.C. Das, sir, Principal and CMO, SVMAMC AT ILKAL, for his kind-hearted care and backbone of this national level webinar series, Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you, sir. I welcome to event coordinators, Dr. Manjura P. Madam, Associate Professor, Department of Agada Tantra, SVMAMC AT ILKAL. Dr. G.N. Kannodi, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Sanhita Siddhanta, SVMAMC AT ILKAL, for your support and conducting the national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you, madam and sir. I welcome to all teaching staff and non-teaching staff, PG and UG scholars, internees of SVMAMC AT ILKAL, for supporting and being the part of this national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you all. I welcome to the Department of Agada Tantra Evam Vyavahar Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, for their support and being the part of today's national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you. I welcome all the teachers, PG and UG scholars of other institutions, especially Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, HM Ayurvedic Medical College, ILKAL, participants watching in YouTube, for being the part and participating in this national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Welcome you all the participants. Thank you one and all. Thank you. Now I request Mr. Malingaraya Pujari, third year UG scholar, for introducing the today's guest speaker.
Thank you, sir. I'm audible, sir.
Audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Malingaraya Pujari, third year UG scholar, SVM Ayurvedic Medical College, ILKAL. It's my privilege to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr.Sharanesh T, sir, Associate Professor, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Egeri, Destination Hubli. Sir is presently working as Associate Professor, Department of Agadatantra Vyavhara Ayurveda in Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Egeri, Destination Hubli. Sir is completed his UG from Tarnath Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Ballari. Sir completed PG from Kerala University Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. Sir is having teaching experience of 11 years in UG and PG. Now, sir is going to present webinar on the topic clinical application of Hridayavarana of Visha chikitsa. Thank you, sir. Sir, it's over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your warm welcome. Thank you, sir. And now I will start. And also I gave thanks to all the organizers of this seminar who gave opportunity to talk on this important concept. Am I audible, sir? Sir, is it audible?
Audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, this the concept of Hridayavarana in Visha chikitsa, which has been told in Chaturmshati Upakramas, is a wide applicability in Visha chikitsa as well as outside Visha chikitsa in some emergency condition as well as chronic conditions. My point of view today is a students of third professional or PG scholars or any of the scholar of Ayurveda should know that these whatever the concept which has been told in Visha chikitsa are not just for the only Visha chikitsa. They can be well applicable to outside Visha chikitsa in even some general conditions as well as in acute conditions. In some of the day-to-day practice, we get many cases. In that also we can apply. That is my point is you should not wait for Hridayavarana concept is only for Visha chikitsa. Such a narrow approach is not there. Our all concepts are very wide applicability, wide range of they can be applied in different aspects of our day-to-day clinical practice. So that you should third professional students as well as other should understand. So we most of the time in Viva Voice we used to ask the students what is Hridayavarana, we used to ask. So they just say it is just protecting the heart. It is just it is beyond that there is no answer also. Sometimes it is just protecting the heart. Where is the heart? How? What is the functional heart? Or where is? What are the which pranas which are situated in the heart? What is its importance? They may not be knowing. They just narrowly say that it is just protection of heart. Even they won't tell even simple shlokas also sometimes about that. And if just learn about simple shlokas, they could be able to judge their mind. At least applicability will be much more. But they most of the time they used to say just just a protection of the heart. So it is not like that. Our concepts are very vast and widely applicable. That is my point. Next, we'll go to the subject. So today topic includes introduction, definition of this Hridayavarana, Ayurvedic consideration of Hridaya, mode of the spread of Visha to Hridaya, its mechanism, Hridayavarana according to different acharyas, aims of Hridayavarana, what it do, mechanism, clinical application. Today I will discuss upon that. First, general introduction to Visha Tantra, Visha. So Visha is just such a substance which causes Vishada. Vishada is here Manovikara or Chittavasada. Chetaso Anavastita. It makes even Vishannam. So while explaining Visha Utpatti Krama also, they said it causes some great concern to the living people, living beings. So by just looking at that only, by hearing the name of the Visha or just you will think that it causes some great concern. So that sort of that is the substance Visha which is so powerful. In that sense it goes. So Madhulna, it origin from the Kopa, Bhaya, idrinda Utpatyagantra Visha, it spreads all over the world today. Many people are even suffering from different way of exposure to poison today. So that there is a vast meaning of Visha, but there is no precise meaning of Visha in modern science, in biomedicine. But we have a clear cut, Visha is such a substance which causes aggravation of vata pitta, which is totally against what oja gunas, and it is sadhyo pranahara quality, and it affects all the vital organ. In such a way, they have given a precise definition in our Ayurvedic Samhita, especially in Agatantra. In biomedicine, they don't have a precise definition of Visha. They just say any substance can act as a Visha, yeah, a poison. There is no precise definition, but we have in our Samhitas, we have a precise definition over Visha. So that you should bear in mind. So coming to the Hridayavarana subject, all acharyas given due importance to the Hridayavarana, but Charaka Samhita has told it under Chaturmushattopakrama and given more importance here. So bear in mind that Hridayavarana is a very good remedy, very good treatment aspect for all Trivida Visha. This is very important. Stavara, Jangama and Kritrima Visha. So that is very important. Hridayavarana is such a treatment which is applicable to all Trivida Vishas, as well as it is also applicable to in acute condition also, as well as chronic condition also, in subacute condition also. So Visha can be, Hridayavarana treatment can be applied in acute cases of Visha, as well as Hridayavarana treatment can be applied to chronic type of, even Hridayavarana treatment can be applied in preventive way also. So it is a preventive, it is a acute condition manageable, and also chronic condition also you can manage. So such a way that concept is there. Just go to the word meaning of Hridayavarana, you may think that Avarana means avarodha or Gati Nirodha. It checks the spread of that that Visha substance, checks, it arrests, like avarodha, it blocks. So in such a meaning, in such a different meaning it comes. So our Ayurvedic concepts are in that. First we should understand the core of the meaning of those words in different aspects. That will give a broad, wider meaning to that concept. Then and only we can apply those concepts in our day-to-day practice. So that mind we should have. So upakramam, Hridaya Rakshanam. So Charaka, Hridaya Rakshanam, Hridaya, that treatment, that concept which mainly able to protect this important vital organ, Hridaya. So Hridayavarana, Vishavega, Gamana, Avarodakaram Avarana. So Hridayavarana is, so Gangadhara Tika on Charaka Samhita is said, so that type of treatment which mainly checks the fast spread of the venom to the different vital organs. So Avarodakara Avarana. So it mainly Vishavega Gamana. Vishavega Gamana is Vishavega which is going from one dhatu to another dhatu, where it from through the color it appears, so it checks there. So it gives some time. It gives some time. That is a more important in Visha Chikitsa. Most of the people die on the way to hospital. So if you do Hridayavarana, their life can be saved at least time. So why the affinity of that Visha to the vital organs will be checked. So that is very, very important. Even arresting the spread of the venom to the vital organs and the protecting the vital organs of that person who is in a verge of dying, that is the most important. Whether it's after that, whether person survives or not, we don't know, but that is also very important. This needs a very thorough toxicological study. So that Vishavega Gamana Avarodakaram Avaram. This word meaning, this definition has a lot of meaning. It needs a thorough toxicological study also. Next. So another meaning, Hridaya Prachadana. And even beyond this, Dalana commentator is saying that Hridayavarana, the main concept of Hridayavarana is making chitte vishavapti pratishedam. So Hridaya is a seat of chitta, manas. So it doesn't mean that Hridaya, we don't think that only functional heart. It can also consider central nervous system and other all brain organ, brain, even it can even able to even maintain the brain function also. Chitte vishavapti pratishedam. So that is the very important aspect. And even Hridayavarana is also can be used as in preventive way. Shatru madhye visha pratishedam. While going to any parties, while going in a crowd, or while taking food, by taking Hridayavarana drugs with them, or taking internally or external application, they will prevent the entry of the poison to the body. So in Shatru madhye visha pratishedam has been told. So in such a wide meaning. Our Samhitas been explained. Next, if you go to the Sanskrit, the root meaning of the Hridaya word, Hridaya, the word comes from Harana, receiving. Dana is giving out. Ayana is moving or maintaining a continuous activity of these two earlier functions. So, like this, many organs will come. Hridaya, they have said that Hridayavarana is not only for the vital organ, heart, not like that. By going through this meaning, Hridayavarana is not just Hridayavarana, is also including other organs, even Hridaya, same like Hridaya, even many organs will do this function, receiving and giving away. Even kidney will do it, even lungs will also do it, this function. Even liver is also important, this function will be done. Even brain is also. So even if these all are the other vital organs will also comes under this meaning of Hridaya. So that is the thing we should understand. So Hridaya is just not just protecting the functional art. It can also other organs in this concept they come. So like that. So the seat of Chetana, and it is a Vojosthana. Each day, see, just if you go to the importance of heart, each day the average heart beats about 10 lakhs times and pumps about 7,200 liters of blood. Heart is a main pump and engine of the circulatory system. This system includes even heart, lungs, artery, arterioles, capillaries, veins, and venules. This all system is involved in this Hridaya. So that's why they are given so much importance to this Hridaya. All should be able to first and foremost to be done in the Visha chikitsa or any other treatment. First, you should do Hridayavarana, like that they have said. The next, going to the continuity. So the word Hridaya signifies the not just only functional aspect of organ, it gives elaborate meaning regarding other things. In the light of above definition, certain organs also qualify for Hridaya. That's I already told that even thoracic heart, lungs, nervous system, kidney, liver, all system comes under this. They also belongs to this vital organ. So mythological importance to Hridaya, if you go to that, Rushi Gurutvat, Shiraso Apidharya, Chando Aksharatvat, Rasanagatasya, Dhiya, Bhagantavyatav, Sadhaiva Rudipavishta, Manu Devatasa. It is in Bhagavata, they used to say that this Hridaya is a Manu Devata Sthana. It is Brahmasthana. It's Manu Devasthana. There only all the functional aspect will be controlled. Emotional aspect will be controlled. So that where is the mind? Nobody knows where is the mind. Some are saying it is in the brain. Some are saying it is in the heart. Nobody. But so this Bhagavata, they said in the Hridaya, Manu Devata is present. That there is a controlling system. That's why our Acharya has given more importance to protect this vital organ. So like that. Even if you go to the further, Padmakesha Pratikasham, Hridayam cha Apya Adhomukam. So Padmakesha Pratikasham. ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಪದ್ಮಕೇಶ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಧೋಮುಖ ಕಮಲ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So it has so even it is so important like that they say. Next, if you go to the understanding the other importance of the Hridaya, it is Chetanasthana, one among three varmas, Vanavata, Sadhaka Pittasthana, Avalambaka Kapasthana, Paravojas, Rasava and Pranava Srotosthana. Physiology of circulation, Rasa Rakta begins here only. So all this is important function Hridaya does. Next, if you go to the pictorial presentation, it is a Chetana Sthana, Pranavayu and Vanavayu Sthana, Manasthana, Ojo Sthana. Very important is Ojo Sthana. This is very important. Next, go to the how Visha will spread. All the Visha, whatever the type of poison, it may be a Stavara, Jangama, whatever it may be artificial or natural, it spreads in this mode only. When it enters into Deha in any other form, in any other exposure way, first Visham hi Deham Samprapyam Prak Dosheti Shonitam Saha Doshan Sahashayan Tato Hridayamastaya Dehachedaya Kalpate, like that. So first, this is the common mechanism. It happens in all types of poison, all type of exposure, whatever the way exposure. Maybe some exposure, there may be a delay in the entry of the poison to the entry into the vital organs. But this mode will be common, very common in all types of. So Visham hi Deham Samprapyam Prak Dosheti. First and foremost, it affects Rakta, and then. So all the doshas at a time, they will be affected. Then it will So that after the tridosha complete all the doshas affected, their ashayas will be also involved, and then it comes to Hridaya, and then the person lives will be at most risk, and person may die. Like that, the Samanya Samprapti of Visha Samprapti is saying that. So that is very important. Visham Raktam Akrushtam. So that is very important. So further commentators, Raktam Akrushtam. Yugapadeva Traidosha Prakopam. Yugapadeva at a time. It is not like that other disease, other disease, they slowly spread by the Nidanas, and as Visha is Agantusa Vikara, at a time, Yugapadeva Traidosha Prakopam. At a time, all the three doshas will get vitiated, and then their ashayas also, and then late it will comes to Hridaya, these vital organs, and other from Hridaya it will also enters into all other important vital organs also, kidney, liver, and other things. So that you should know. Next, other mode of spread, Raktam Anvapi Praptam Vardate Tailam Ambovat. This is also very important. As such, it is giving like a simile. So when Tailam Ambovat, how the Taila, when it falls into water, how it spreads. So same way, Visha will spread from one dhatu to another dhatu, like it will go. So like that. Pitam Rutasya Ruditishtate. Any Stavara Visha which we taken orally, that will directly it affects the vital organs. In that sense, they have told. But very important is they all said all general samprapti as well as other samprapti, the very importance given to the vital organ, that Hridaya and other organs, they have given important. That's why they have told first and foremost treatment to be done in all Visha case and other things, Hridayavarana is a line of treatment. Next, some of the other line of the explanation they have told. Next, according to coming to the different acharyas view, and because why we need is this, if you understand this, we can apply Hridayavarana chikitsa in different mode. So different, you can able to certainly you can apply it in different in that way. So first we will go to the Charaka's explanation of Hridayavarana. Ado Hridayam Raksha Tasyavarana Vived Yatha Labham. He is telling that first and foremost treatment to be done in all Chaturumshati Upakrama is Hridayavarana. In Chaturumshati Upakrama, first and foremost, you should select first in all acute cases, especially Stavara Visha or Jangama Visha, especially if you go to the Sarpa Visha, first and foremost, you should do Hridayavarana. Any Gairika or any Gomaya Rasa or any Shivvi Dhani Yushas, any Dhanya Yusha, or even fresh blood of the fresh blood that is comes out of the meat of the animals, that can also be given. Even Kadali Kanda Rasa to be given. Various drugs he has told. Some are animal drugs, some are herbal drugs, some are rasa drugs. He has told any drug which is available at the time, very preciously at the time, you should give Ado Hridaya Raksham Tasyavarana Vived Yatha Lapam. So whichever the applicable, immediately that Visha afflicted person should be administered Hridayavarana to protect his vital organ. So that in that way he has told. So these yogas should be given before beginning. These yogas means these Hridayavarana yogas. Hridayavarana yoga here means any of the, so I told Gomaya Rasa or Gairika Rasa or any other drugs, Dushi Visharya Gada or Bilva, even Grutam Plutam. So Gruta or Madhu Plutam. So with Agada yogas, all Agada yogas can also be used as Hridayavarana drugs. First and foremost, you should give it to the patient to protect his vital organs. In that sense, he has told. So in it is a Atteika treatment like that, Charaka has told. Ado Hridayam Raksham Tasyavarnam Pibet Yatha. So he told different drugs that we will discuss. Next, as per when you understand the Charaka aspect is, it is just it is first aid like treatment he has told. First aid. Hridayavarana treatment in the Chaturumshati Upakrama acts like a first aid. So first you should give a fresh, whatever the preparation nearby you, it may be a drug form or it may be animal fresh blood or whatever it is, you should give it to the patient of a suffering first. It is like a first aid. Like. But if you go to the Sushruta's version of Hridayavarana, he tells it in different way. Hridayavarana Nityam Koryacha Mitra Madhyage Pibed Brutam Ajaya Amrutakyam Cha Buddhima. He told in the prevention aspect. Hridayavarana, he told in preventive way. It means Hridayavarana drugs or Hridayavarana preparation should be taken by an intelligent person always with him to protect his vital organs from any other sort of warfare method or if you want to protect, you should always protect your vital organs by taking Hridayavarana drugs along with you. Some are external applications, some are internal. So he used to say that always intelligent person should take these Hridayavarana drugs with him to protect his vital organs. So Hridayavaranam nityam kuryacha mitra madhyage pibed bhutam ajayam. So to prevent that anybody who are going to get this different warfare method, even today we are seeing that just few days back, Russian opposite leader was poisoned. He was protected in Germany. So even today that concept is still today holds. Now we think that who is going to give Visha? Any matter can be appreciated in the poison. No, some poisonous substance cannot be appreciated or cannot be detected in the body also. Such a poisonous this complexity is there in the poisonous drugs. So even today we are seeing this. So to protect by these poison warfare method, you have to take these Hridayavarana drugs like that. They are told. So Sushruta has told. So according to Dhalana, this is we think that this is Hridayavarana is only for physical body. It will protect functions of the very important vital organ like Hridaya, lungs, and liver, kidney, and other. It is not like that. Hridaya is a seat of Manas also. It also controls this Chitta and the central nervous system and brain functions, all these things. This is just a so even it is also helps to restore the functions of the psychological functions also. At the time of poisoning, psychological functions are very much afflicted. Even Hridayavarana drugs can capable to entry into a blood-brain barrier. They can protect or reserve the functions of the psychological system also. So chitte vishavyapti pratishetam. Dhalana has told. Further, he has told Hridayavarana drugs can able to protect chitta visha also. So that is very important. So psychological functions will be restored by taking Hridayavarana drugs also. Here chitta is manas. So that is also give a very important meaning to the concept of the Hridayavarana. Next, if you go to the Ashtanga Hridayakara, Bhagbata has told, Visham Karshati Tikshnatvat Hrudayam Tasya Guptaye, like that. Visham Karshati Tikshnatvat Hrudayam Tasya Guptaye. One should protect Hridaya by just counteracting the Tikshnadi gunas of Visha by giving Ojo Vardhaka Aushadas, like Bruta and Brutadi yogas should be given. So it is just told in the way of counteracting each other. Guna Viruddha, he has told. So Tikshnadi gunas of Visha will be countered with the Ojo Guna Vardhaka drugs. You have to take Visham Karshati Tikshnatvat Hrudayam Tasya Gupte. So to protect one from these Tikshnadi gunas of Visha, one should always take Hridayavarana drugs. Hridayavarana drugs, they Grutadi drugs. So Gruta is almost equal to the component of the Ojo gunas. So their Grutadi based drugs should be always one should take. Any Gruta yoga or Gruta Agada yoga should be given to the person to protect. Even further, he used to say that by giving these Hridayavarana drugs in the form of Gruta and Gruta Yukta Agadas, what they do, they just increase the Sleshma Upachaya. This is very important. Sleshma Upachaya, so that you can easily do Vamanadi Shodhana procedure very easily. So Vamanai Visharudbishva Naiva Vyapnoti Sahasa, he has told. So this Hridayavarana drugs, notice this is multiple way of applicability of this Hridayavarana concept. Our acharyas, we think that it is just Tikshnadi gunas of Visha will be protected by counteracting with this Ojo Guna Vardhaka drugs like that. It is not like that. Here Sleshma Upachaya will be done inside this Amashaya. Then after doing this Vamanai Visharudvishya Naiva Vyapnoti Sahasa. So it is also told in the form of before giving Shodhana, you should give Hridayavarana drugs. If you go to the Panchakarma line of treatment, Pachane, Deepane, Snehi, Svedasya Kare, like that. Our Pachana, Deepana, Snehana, Svedana, everything is Hridayavarana here. We don't have a time to do Pachana, Deepana, and all these things. We have a time to do only Hridayavarana, sir. Giving Hridayavarana drugs, any just Kalyanak Gruta or any Kalyanak Gruta is Vishara, so Amruta Gruta or Ajay Gruta. give 25 to 75 ml of 25 to up to 75 ml of Gruta, then you do immediately Virechana or Vamana. So that will be able to protect your vital organs. So immediately you should evacuate the poison. So it does Hridayavarana, does Shleshma Upachaya, then it easily you can remove the, by Shodhana, you can easily remove the poison. So that it cannot absorb into deep to the organs. So in that sense also he has told. Next, this is also a treatment for amarma vidya lakshana. Amarma vidya. So if a person, so as we know that tikshnadi gunas of Visha will affect marma, internal organs, vital organs. These are all marmasthanas. So if you does Hridayavarana, these marma functions can be well preserved. So in that sense also told. So if you go to the marma vidya lakshana, they have told dehe prasukti gauravda sammoha shita kamita swedo murcha vamishwasa. These will comes in the even visha condition also, acute visha condition. Sometimes you get swedha, murcha, vami, shwasa, marma vidya lakshanas. See, so in that also Hridayavarana, if you give Hridayavarana drugs, it will protect from this condition, marma vidya. So before amarma vidya chikitsa means before amarma vidya, and before affecting the vital organs, marma, internal vital organs, marma, you should give Hridayavarana drugs. So after marma vidya, you can't like that. So marma vidya lakshanas he has told. So before marma vidya agadkina munchane you have to do Hridayavarana drugs, so that you can avoid the marma vidya lakshanas. In that sense, he has told. Next, as I told beginning, it is told as a procedure, beginning of the procedure. If you want to do any Visha condition, if you want to give Shodhanadi, Vamana or Virechana, you should do first Hridayavarana. So Hridayavarana is like a Snehapana like treatment here. So after doing this Hridayavarana, give Savisha, Shleshma, Upachaya will be increased in the Hridaya, that is Hridaya and Amashaya and other. So you can't say that just in the Hridaya only it will. So they are all interlinking. Costas are all interlinking. So that in the sense. So and symptoms like Gaurava Utklesha comes, that is a sign for you can easily do Vamanadi procedures. So Vamana and other procedure you can easily do, and you can easily remove the poison from the costas, and that can able to prevent the spread of the poison to the vital organs like that. So this some of the Vamana Aushadas, which Vamana Aushada should be used, Pipali plus Madhuvakalpa, Shodra as Akshapala, even Ikshurasa, Ambu, whatever the available thing is, you should not wait for only I should give Madanavala Pipali, and not like that. You can, available drugs you should use, you should induce Vamana suddenly. There is no time there. Vamana, Visha Udbhisha, Naiva Vyapnoti Sasi. If you do Vamana at that Sa Visha Shleshma Upachaya, which is there, if you remove that, you are 100%, you are 75%, you've been able to protect that person like that. So even some further acharyas, there is Kalyanakara, Gruta Guda Mishrita, Shimbi Dhani Yusha should be given as. Even he used to say that Vishavaidya Sara Samuchaya, to protect Hridayas, one should give 160 ml of watery extract of cow dung, that is Gomaya Rasa, with equal quantity of Gruta. This is not, I am not saying that this is only told in, even Charaka has told same thing, Gomaya Rasa, Gruta Yukta, any drug should be administered. So Gomaya Rasa with the equal quantity of Gruta. So Gomaya Rasa and Gruta here combination. So it is also one of the best Hridayavarana drugs. So if you go to the Hridayavarana important way, what are all the Hridayavarana drugs in Samhitas and other contemporary they have told. So some of the compound drugs being used as a Hridayavarana drugs like Panchagavya, Dushi Vishari Agata has been told. Even if you go to the Dallana Kara, he used to say that while commenting on Sushruta Samhita, he used to say Dushi Vishari Agata should be given with Madhu and Gruta or this Dadi also even told. So Kosta Vishadali Hertana. So Hridayavarana drug. So Maha Sugandhi Agata, Gomaya Rasa, Ajay Gruta, Amruta Gruta. Single drugs also been told as you can use it for this to prevention of the vital organ. Arka, Sirisha, Jyotushmati, even Rasa drugs, very important. Rasa drugs in Tamra has been told after giving Tamra Bhasma, in that will induce Vamana. After that, you should give what Swarna Yogas to cleanse the vital organs. So in Sutrasthane Vidismaran, he has told in Garavisha Chikitsa, Sutrasthane Vidismaran. In that, first Tamra Churna, one Shana Matra Tamra Churna should be given. Tamra Churna you can't give nowadays. You can give copper sulfate, that Tutta or any. So they can induce Vamana. After that, you should give Swarna Yogas. So that is the line of treatment. Sutrasthane. So like that. Gairika is an important drug for doing this Hridaya. So Gairika, if you go to the Gairika, this Gairika is an active ingredient of Dushi Visharyagada. In the Dushi Visharyagada, Gairika is there already. It is very Vishahara Guna quality, Madhura Tikta Kashaya, and very important Uparasa drug, which is used as a Hridayavana drugs. So even Garbhini also, you should, even some Garbhini, if snake bite or what happens, even she should also be protected by Hridayavana drug. There you should use cautiously, but especially Shita, Madhura, Payasa, Agada should be used. So there you should use only this very safe Agada yogas with Shita, Madhura, Payasa, Agada should be used. So such a very intelligent way of approach of our acharyas, even Garbhini should be protected by this from Visha, also being explained. Like that. So what mode of action, what is the mode of action of this? What might be the, what mechanism it, our Hridayavana drugs in the light of our Ayurvedic, if he shows, these Hridayavana drugs, most of the Hridayavana drugs they have explained, they are predominantly Aap and Prithvi Mahabhuta, because Visha is most of the time Vayu and Akasha predominant there. So that is Vata Pitta predominant. Here, Jala, Aap and Prithvi. So the entirely opposite to that Visha Gunas. So Aap and Prithvi Bhuta predominant, dominated by Snigdhadi Guna, Drutadi Yogas. They have the capacity to increase the Ojas, and they have the capacity to cross the blood-brain barrier, and they can protect the Chitte Visha, Chitte Vishavapti Pratisheda. Like that, they have told. Next, what could be the aims of Hridayavarana as per our acharyas? These are some of them. It is a first aid preventive procedure. Purva karma for Shodhana. All Purva karma for us is for doing any of the Visha. If you want to do Panchakarma procedure, Vamana Virechana, first Hridayavarana drugs to begin. Any Kalyanaka Gruta, any Gruta Yogas mixed with Takra, you should give it. So that could be important, increase the Shleshma Upachaya, then you can do easily Shodhan procedure. So like that, to prevent toxicity to the vital organ, they have told Hridayavarana. So like that. So it needs a, while explaining Visha Vega Gamana Avarodhakaramam, they have told, so these need a very thorough literary and toxicology study also. Even effect of Hridayavarana in monomyopkaras should be thoroughly done a research work, like that I know. So next, very important point of our subject I come here. Very important is how it could be, how Hridayavarana concept can be applied in day-to-day practice. That is the main issue, main point here. How you may not be waiting for anybody has to take Visha, anybody has to expose to Visha, then I should wait, I should do treatment Hridayavarana. Not like that. It is very common thing. So the clinical application you should understand here. So as you know that the Hridayavarana is a this Hridaya is a drug. Sorry, Hridayavarana are the drugs which are predominantly Aap and Prithvi Mahabhuta predominant, Ojoguna Vardhaka drugs. They can even cross the blood-brain barrier. These can be widely applicable to even other diseases also, I want to say that. So one is Nana Prani Angashamala. It is told in the Garavisha Dravyas, Nana Prani Angashamala Viruddhaushati Basmana Yoganam Cha. So it means that in the Garavisha, in the light of, if you go to the, I am just taking why this burning disease pandemic, this COVID-19, if you go to the COVID-19 example, I want to take this. You COVID-19 can also be considered as a Garavisha, I want to say, because this is origin from the wet market, Wuhan wet market. So Nana Prani Angashamala, that virus, the originate from this Nana Prani Angashamala, various what we do the meat market, it comes from there only. So it spread all over the world. So Nana Prani Angashamala. So this is very important. Even Hridayavarana drugs can able to prevent this COVID-19 also. If you take Dushi Vishari Agada or Bilvadi Agada, you can easily protect you from COVID-19 or any other virus infection. So that is a very important. Nana prani angashamala viruddhoshati basmana. So any sort of this viral can be very much you can prevent. It means that even if you go to the Garavisha symptoms, there Tena Pandu Krushal Pagni Kasa Shwasa Jwara. Kasa Shwasa and Jwara. Predominant symptoms are Kasa, Shwasa and Jwara. Even today, COVID-19, if you go, that mainly affects lungs and all vital organs will be also affected, but lungs are the main important. So Kasa, Shwasa, Jwara. If you go to the Murvadi Gana Yoga, Murvadi Agada, which is told in Garavisha, you can take here as a preventive for COVID-19. And even it can be, even if you have mild fever also, Jwara, Gara Jwarasha. Bilvadi Agada is Visha Gara Jwarasha. Even Murvadi Agada, it is Garopahata Pavaka. Murvadi Agada has told in the indication for Garopahata Pavika. Pavaka is here Agni. The Agni which is affected by this Garavisha, you should give Murvadi. So here, very important, why I told Nana Prani Angashama, that the origin of that virus and other whatever the strains of the virus is from this thing only. So you can easily protect you from Agada Yogas can able to protect you very easily. So even this is a very important clinical applicability. Next, before Shodhana, whatever in any of your line of treatment, if you don't have Pachana, Deepana, Sneha like that, for any Visha Chikitsa, you should do Hridayavarana drugs, Ajay Gruta, Amruta Gruta, simple Kalyanak Gruta, Mahatikta Gruta, you should give 25 to 75 as per the accordance. So you should give it and you should do Shodhana. So that is, there is no need of going for Svedana here. So all Svedana is strictly contraindicated. In only exception, you can do Svedana. So that is a before Shodhana, Hridayavarana acts like a very important therapy, Purokarma for procedures. Like even Hridayavarana is a very good line of treatment for Shanka Visha also. There, Hridayavarana is they used to say that Chitte Vishavapti Pratisheda. If you give these Hridayavarana drugs, that can able to prevent this Manovikaras. So Chitte Vishavapti means Shankha Visha. Here today, most of the people, COVID-19, if you go to the COVID-19, most of the people are suffering due to various psychological disorder. Their chitta is well affected. They are simply, even virus is very simple thing. They are just psychological symptoms are causing very much great concern. So they should take these Hridayavarana drugs because this is very important. So they can also do along with yoga and other procedures. But if they take any simple grutas, Ajay Gruta, Amruta Gruta, or any Nilini Gruta, simple Nilini Gruta, they can be better able to protect their Chitta Visha from this COVID-19. So Shankha Visha is a very Durandakare Vidyasya Kera Dishta Shankeo, like that. Even it is told for Sarpa Visha, but it doesn't mean that same Sarpa Visha like now you have to COVID-19 feel market. COVID-19 is simple viral infection. People are saying even they are not being exposed also, they are fear of that COVID-19 and they are suffering from this Shankha Visha like that. So their snake is not there, but snake like this COVID-19 is affecting their chitta, and that you can easily prevent by taking Hridayavarana drugs. Simple Dushi Vishari Agada, Vaidyaratnam comes. Bilvadi Agada, Vaidyaratnam comes. If you take that along with hot water, along with any of the Gruta Yogas, it is a best protector of all the Chitta Vikara as well as so the vital organ toxicity, best preventer. So that you should bear in your mind. Sutrasthane Vidismaran. Sutrasthane Vidismaran, so before giving, if you want to remove that poison from the vital organ, first you should induce Vamana through Tamrabhasma and other. There is no need of waiting for Tamrabhasma. Any Madanapala, any of the Vamana yogas can be given, and you can easily do. After that, you can do Swarna yogas. This why I am telling Swarna yogas are very important. Swarna yoga is an agraushadi. Swarna is an agraushadi for Garavisha. So it is very important. Whatever the contemporary departments, if they fail to do management of vikaras, you can easily giving. Most of the time we may think that in Swarna yogas will be given. Swarna yogas are very much protector of this. A good protector of all these Visha. Now the etiological factor Visha Nidana iruvanta vikaragalana aramagi. So Swarna yogas kodadrinda they can be well protected. So Sutra Sthani Vidhismanam is a very best applicable to most of the vikars. Even today, most of the, if you ask many practitioners, unknowingly they are give at the last end they go Swarnayadi yogas. Swarnayadi yogas, only thing is only affordable group can be given, not for all the. So other better than Vishara yogas, better, very easily available Vishara yogas are there, like Dushi Visharya Gada, Bilvadya Gada, even so very easily applicable you can do. And before Shodhana, one thing I want to say this here, one point before Shodhana I told this Avipatti Churna is there in Astangrude Kalpasthana. Yosha Trijata Kamboda Krimignamal Kaikiru, Survey Samasita Shodhene Kulikakurte. So Avipatti Karala, Avipatti Churna is there. That is the best Shodhana in all types of Visha chikitsa. Even it acts like with the Hridayavarana drugs. That even though it is a Virechana yoga, it acts like a best Hridayavarana as well as good Shodhana. It does in all Visha Vikara, all even other skin diseases and other that have a history of Visha exposure, you can easily treat by Avipatti Churna. So that is my point of view, clinical applicability. Even when you go to the while beginning of my slides, I told Hridayavarana is not just it's a functional heart or only it is only for this vital organ. The vital organ, Hridaya like ayana and other receiving and giving, same like lungs, kidney and other. If I go to the, I want to tell the one important aspect. When you go to the, if you get some, especially we used to say that under the concept of Doshi Visha and Garavisha, we get many cases of various skin diseases. If you go to the autoimmune disease like psoriasis, lichen planus and other diseases, in psoriasis what we does, in psoriasis we can very much applicable this Hridayavarana treatment. How? If a patient of psoriasis comes to you, he was almost having 10 years of history or whatever, he has already taken steroids, POVA therapy and other. So if any patient comes with psoriasis, first approach is first do Hridayavarana. What is Hridayavarana? Here you should give at least 15 to 2 weeks to or 1 week, 1 week to 2 weeks. So Dushi Visharya Gada with Punarnamadi Kashaya. So any Agada yoga which is mixed with Mutral Aushadas, it works wonder here. So first you should detoxify him. First do Hridayavarana him. Then you can go for original treatment of like that. So why here? He has already taken steroids and his kidneys are almost prone to loss. So that here kidney will be very much protected by giving Agada yogas. Agada yoga here is Dushi Visharya Agada. Here why Mutrala Aushadas are very much needed? Because under the cover of Mutrala Aushadas, if you give Agada yogas, that does Mutrasya Kledavahanam. It easily removes some of the toxic and very important toxic things can be easily removed by Mutrala Aushadas along with Agada yogas. If you does this, after that you can easily manage psoriasis and any disease, whatever the disease. I am just saying simple thing, psoriasis and other skin disease also. Before any 10 years or 15 years of history, first you take a history of whether he has taken steroids and any painkillers or any of the antihistamine drugs. They are all prone for kidney toxicity and other liver toxicity and other vital organ toxicity. So first do Hridayavarana. Hridayavarana here means Agada yogas mixed with Mutrala Aushadas or Gruta yogas. Then first you confirm that fully that person has been detoxified. Then you do your original line of treatment, that Dushi Visha Chikitsa or Gara Visha Chikitsa you do. So that is a line of treatment. If you go to the snake bite treatment management, their respiratory paralysis is a very important phenomena happens. You will die of respiratory paralysis, especially in crate and cobra. They are neurotoxic venom. The person will die of that respiratory paralysis. Here, respiratory paralysis is due to the edema which is there in the nalika. So that edema will cause. So after that, you will get the paralysis, respiratory. Then you could not able to respire and you will die. You can able to give that Mandali Visha dalli heliruvanta Drakshadi Kashaya, Guduchadi Kashaya, along with Makaradwaja tablet, or along with Agada yogas. If you give in the beginning only, you can easily protect you can easily protect the person from respiratory paralysis also. Their lung function will be well much preserved. Even lungs are very much affected in snake bite, any of the, because it attacks smooth muscles. So there also you can easily apply this Hridayavarana treatment also. In if you Mandali Visha, especially Anali and Heltivala, the Kodaku Mandala Ivala, they affect kidney failure. So Ali ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ even so they are also very important. Kidney failure, you can also very much applicable this. So most of the treatment which are, especially if you go to the traditional practitioner, they used to protect in especially viper, Russell's viper and other soft-scaled viper, they have a chance of kidney toxicity. They are doing this Punarnavadi Kashaya, Bruhatyadi Kashaya, along with Agada Yogas they will give. That will be very much able to prevent the kidney toxicity. That is also a Hridayavarana drug only. Their Hridayavarana concept only which is applicable. So that in that way, in that sense, you should protect like that. Yeah. So in this way, the concept will go on. If you go on telling, many things will be there, but only thing our students should understand its wide scope and applicability point to point. So that they should bear in your mind. They should ignite in that such sense. It is not like just Hridayavana is just protection of the heart, protection of, not like that. It has beyond this. So very much applicable in almost all the clinical condition also. If you take why Bilwadi Agada is very much a good preventer of COVID-19, even Kerala, Kerala government has applied in the protocol of COVID-19. They have first chosen Bilwadi Agada. After that, they have many Samshamanamati and other Borojana, they have, but they have selected Bilwadi Agada because Visha Gara Jorasya. Visha Gara Jorasya. So it is take care of Visha Gara Jora. Gara here, Nana Prani Angasham. This virus origin from that wet market. So that it can take care of, even the Agada Yogas can able to press antiviral drugs. So there you can preventive way, you can use Bilwadi Agada. It is also like a Hridayavana line. Dushi Visharyagada, for chronic affinity, you can easily prevent. Dushi Visharyagada also can be used. They are easily available in the market. Only thing is our mind should go in, should think in that way. Otherwise, no. So that is the thing. So thank you for your what you gave today, an opportunity to talk on this. At least one student, if we get this knowledge, this Hridayavana concept is not just in such a theoretical, it is practically, this statement can be, this concept can be applied. That is enough for me. Thank you, sir. Any questions you can ask, sir.
So I have one question, sir.
Yes, please.
You told about Avipattekara. Is it Avipattekara Churna generally what it is being used or any other thing?
Madam, this what I told, Avipatti Churna is different. Avipattikara is told in Vibandha, Amla Pittahara, like that it is. But if you go to the both the drugs, Avipattikara and Avipatti, they seems to be like same ingredients, but Avipatti Churna is told in Ashtangrodaya Kalpasthana, Visha chikitsa. Why I told that Avipatti Churna is the best Virechana Aushadhi. Visheshuna Visharoginam. ಪಿತ್ತರೋಗೇಶು ವಿಷರೋಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಅವಿಪತ್ತಿ ಚೂರ್ಣ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ. It is widely used by practitioners of Kerala and other, even in Karnataka also being used. Not avipattikara, avipatti. It is virechana yoga and also like a Hridayavarana yoga also. So it does. Vamanai visharudbishya naiva apnoti sahasa. If you do virechana, almost all the skin, especially skin disease, autoimmune diseases, or whatever the skin disease, we does this Virechana yoga, we selected, but it is Visharatva also. So that's why we selected Avipatti Churna. Even though it is Ruksha Virechana, but very patient can, even the person cannot feel any difficulties. Even 7 to 10 Vegas, 25 grams of Avipatti Churna, if you give, that is easily, it will make a purification of Kosta, and Kosta Shuddhi, that happens, Visha Shuddhi, so Vishaharatva also it is. So next you can apply other treatment also. So that's why I told, it is not Avipattikara, it is Avipatti Churna. Yosha, Trisataka, Amboda, Krimignamalaka, Siru, Sarve Sama, Samasita, Kshaudrena, Gulikakari. But ಕ್ಷೌದ್ರೇಣ ಗುಳಿಕಾಕೃತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಷೌದ್ರೇಣ ಗುಳಿಕ nobody practically that is not applicable. Most of the people, most of the practitioners are giving this avipatti churna with hot water only. If you go with madhu, it has so much of vomiting sensation you will get. That's why we used to give avipatti churna 25 grams or 30 grams with hot water only. That is the thing. So, madam, namaste.
Thank you, sir. Is it market sample available, sir?
Available, madam. All Kerala pharmacies as well as even Karnataka. Only thing is you should have it is not avipatti kara, it is avipatti churna. You should ask carefully.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a wonderful, informative session, sir. When you have discussed the treatment aspect, which is essential for the students, they are very eager to know the treatment also. So, I have another question, sir. So,
Yes.
are you trying any other Visha yogas in the COVID treatment in your OPDs or?
Yes, I told madam some of the yogas which can be best preventer to this COVID-19 in the aspect of this Visharatva. If you go to the Bilvadi Agada is in even acute, it is very much applicable in acute condition also. If we have a fever and symptoms like even COVID also, you can very much apply this Bilvadi Agada, because it is indicated in almost all the if you go to the Bilvasya Moolam Surasasya Pushpam Palam Karanjasi, if you go indication, it is Visha Gara Jwarasya. So Visha Gara and Jwaraharasya. So it is told the Visha Gara, if you go to the Gara Visha, they are told Kasa Shwasa Jwara. Even COVID also you get Kasa Shwasa Jwara. So that's why I told it is the best preventer, as well as not only preventer, even symptomatic case also you can easily give Bilvadi Agada along with Drakshadi Kashaya, Guduchadi Kashaya, as per the condition needs. So you can, even if you go to the Dushi Vishari Agada, it is chronic form. It is a preventive. In that way, chronic form means if you want to prevent from COVID-19 symptoms, you can daily take this Dushi Vishari Agada with the hot water to prevent the COVID-19 symptoms. That will act like a Dushi Visha Haratva, like that. So chronic preventer, like that. For acute management, you can use Bilvadi Agada. That is the thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable knowledge. Over to Kannodi, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good noon to all. Today we completed the 11th day session, 22nd. So please, sir, there is a question.
Yes, sir. Please.
Hridayavarana to be done at acute toxicity.
That's what I told. Ado Hridayaravranam Yatha Labham. Charaka has told even in acute form only. Any Sarpavisha in acute cases, any whatever Sarpavisha means, any cobra poisoning or plate poisoning, you should give first and foremost treatment is Hridayavarana. There it will totally nullify the poisonous symptom. In that sense, it is not there. It is told in the sense that the entry of the poison to the vital organs will be checked. It means time taken to kill that person, time taken to affect the vital organs will be prevented. It doesn't mean that only Hridayavarana will protect from Sarpavisha, complete Sarpavisha Shuddhi will happen. It is not like told in that. Ado Hridayarakshavranam Yatha Labham. Whatever the available yogas is there, like Gomaya Rasa, like Dushi Visharyagada, like fresh blood of the from animals, he has told in the sense that it checks Vishavega Gamana Avarodakara Maruna. So there Vishavega Gamana, it checks the fast spread of the Visha, like that. So in that sense he has told. So the time will be given. So other treatment can be applied. It is not only Hridayavarana will totally patient will come out of the. It is not like in that sense they have told. It is a Ado Hridayarakshavranam Yatha Labham. First, if you give that, it will give more time. That if time provides, you can do other treatment also. It doesn't mean that only Hridayavarana will able to come out of the danger. It is not like that. So that's why It is a even acute condition also. It is the best preventer of this vital organ toxicity. It gives time gap. Vishavega gamana avarodaka. Vishavega gamana. It checks the fast spread of the venom to vital organs. Sir.
Thank you, sir, for the kind information to all the participants. Need any discussion regarding the today's session? Okay, so there is no any question, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll move for the vote of thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good noon to all. Today we completed the 11th day, session 22nd of our national webinar series 1 Hridayavarana 2020. Today we had a session on clinical application of Hridayavarana of Visha chikitsa by Dr. Sharanesh T, sir, the Associate Professor, Department of Agriculture and Vyavahara Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, Karnataka. It is the end of today's session with a vote of thanks. Myself, Dr. G.N. Kannolli, the Assistant Professor, Department of PG Studies in Samhita Siddhanta, SVMAMC AT ILKAL. First and the foremost, in my privilege to thanks with the blessing of His Holiness, Sriman Niranjana Pranaswarupi Guru Mahanta Swamiji, as event started with his blessing and it continued till today. Thank you, Swamiji. I thank to our SVM VV Sanghas, Chairman, Secretary, all the board members of SVM VV Sanghas for providing an opportunity and being with us as supporter for a national level webinar series Hridayavarana 2020. Thank you, sir. I thank our today's speaker, Dr. Sharanesh T, sir, the Associate Professor, Department of Agriculture and Vyavahara Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, Karnataka. Sir had took a talk on clinical applications of Hridayavarana of Visha chikitsa. As we know, the Ashtangakara, न सज्जते हेम पांगे पद्मपत्रे अम्बुवद्वृशम जायते विप्लव च आयुः गर अप्येव विधिः स्मृतः. So making the protection of the vital organs is one of the most important chikitsa in Visha chikitsa. Sir had nicely explained. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful session. I thank our event president, Dr. K.C. Das, sir, the principal and the CMO, SVMAMC AT ILKAL, for his kind-hearted support and being with us for the throughout the webinar. So they are present. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving an opportunity and sharing my valuable information. And the students should utilize it. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll continue 1 minute. I thank the event organizer, Dr. L.K. Pattar, sir, the Associate Professor and the HOD, Department of Agriculture and Vyavahara Ayurveda, SVMAMC AT ILKAL. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful webinar series and the knowledge enhancing national level webinar for the year 2020. I thank the event coordinator, Dr. Manjula P. Madam, the Associate Professor, Department of Agriculture and Vyavahara Ayurveda, SVMAMC AT ILKAL, for her technical support and conducting in the national level webinar series for the year 2020. Thank you, Madam. I extend the thanks to all the teaching staff and non-teaching staff, PG and UG scholars, internees of the SVMAMC PG Research Center, ILKAL, for their support and being with the part of the Hridayavarana 2020. Thank you. I thank to the Department of Agriculture and Vyavahara Ayurveda, Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, Karnataka, for their support and being the part of today's session, Hridayavarana 2020. Thank you. I extend the thanks to all the teachers, PG and UG scholars of other institutions, especially Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Hubballi, Karnataka, SVM Ayurveda Medical College, ILKAL, participants watched in the YouTube for the part and participated in this national level webinar series for the year 2020. Thank you all the participants. Lastly, I thank to the people who helped directly, indirectly in organizing and conducting this national level webinar series for the year 2020. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Sir, we'll end the session, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.